Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you a review on Fenty Beauty, which is Rihanna's brand new makeup line. So as you can see on all of social media and the different YouTubers, this line has been really waited for, and everybody is super excited to try everything out. So I do work at Sephora, so I kind of got two products to test out before the thing launched, and I picked up a bunch on the day that it actually did launch. So I have a bunch of products. I have pretty much one of every different thing she came out with, so I can kind of talk to you guys, see how everything is, give you my opinion and my review on it. So without further ado, if you would like to see what I think of Fenty Beauty and how I got this really nice Fenty glow and nice natural face, then just please keep on watching. First, we're gonna start out with the primer from the collection. So the packaging is super cool. It looks like, let's see, there you go. Looks like this. It's like light pink and black, and then the actual bottle is like a soft glass with like a light pink lid, and it just has the product in here. So this is the No Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and I've worn this already 3 times, and it is super lightweight, and it's not like most mattifying primers I've tried before. A lot of them, it also comes with a pump, and a lot of the mattifying primers I've tried before are very thick and they're kind of silicone-y, but this one is super smooth, and it's very smooth, and it just dries down to a nice matte finish and kind of like filters out your skin instantly and makes it look flawless, which I like. This does, I think, make a difference in making your skin mattifying and overall making everything look super flawless. I've had to wear this at work the past whole weekend, and my makeup has lasted way longer than my 8-hour shifts, because I'll work at an 8-hour shift and then go and do something afterwards, and it definitely makes it last. So I don't know if that is just the foundation or just the primer or the combination of both, but it has made my skin look awesome and flawless pretty much all day long. So the next thing is 2 things. So the first one is her face sponge. So the box comes like this, same packaging, and it's really cool because it is a sponge that has a flat edge on the side and on the top. So there's plenty of ways for you to get really close to your eyes and everything, and it's really soft. I would say this is probably one of the closest sponges feeling wise to the Beauty Blender, and it even felt that way before I got it wet, and then when I got it wet it got a little bit bigger, and the same thing, has the same squishy feeling. So I'm excited to try this with my foundation. I've been applying the foundation with a normal Beauty Blender, and I've been loving it. Like I said previously, I've been using this a few days. I got this for work so I could wear it for the event. Since I do work at Sephora, we got this on Thursday before the launch on Friday, so we could kind of test it out and wear it all day throughout the event. So I'm wearing this on my skin Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then I'm filming this video today on Sunday, and it'll go up on Sunday. And it feels super nice on the skin. It has a very lightweight feeling. It's light as air, kind of, which is what her claim is. Her claims for the foundation is as light as air, it's humidity proof and sweat proof, and I definitely think it is light as air for sure. Humidity proof, it hasn't really been humid recently, so I don't know for a fact. Sweat proof for sure. I normally get a little bit of sweat on my upper lip when I sweat. Gross, but whatever. And I haven't had a problem with my foundation coming away at all when that does happen, so I definitely have been a big fan of this. And I am in the shade 150, in case anybody is wondering. So I'm just going to apply this now with the sponge. You also don't need much of this because it is super thin and a nice consistency. So 2 pumps should be enough for you. So right off the bat, it blends out super nicely, and her foundation claims that it is a medium to full coverage. I definitely think it's more medium. You can build it to get a full coverage, but right off the bat, it is not like a full flawless beat. But it does blend super nicely without any try at all, and it does oxidize a little bit, but in my case, the color I got oxidizes in my favor, since I am a little bit tanner than the actual foundation, so it oxidizes a tiny bit to make my foundation match even better. So just those 2 pumps covered my whole face, which I appreciate because it's super nice. And I'm just going to go back over a little bit with 1 pump just to show you that you can get to a full coverage. I really like the sponge so far. It blends out really nicely, and I like that there's plenty of different like edges. Like right now I'm using the flat edge to add a little bit more coverage, and I like how it looks. So that is what the skin looks like, all completely done. I definitely like the way the finish is. It's more of like a soft matte, because you don't look completely like matte, but you don't look glowy at all. It's more of like a natural finish to your skin. So I'm just going to apply some Shape Tape to my under eyes, and then I'll be right back, just because they didn't have a like under eye concealer in the thing. But we do have contour sticks that I will show you. But first I'm just going to apply some Shape Tape, and I'll be right back. I am back with some under eye concealer, and the next thing I'm going to show you is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, the Contour Matchstick Trio. This is in the shade Light 100, so it comes with the shade Linen, Amber, and Starstruck. So this is a set that comes with 3 things together, and they're magnetic, so they all kind of stick together and make like a honeycomb shape, which is super cool. So I have Amber for my contour shade, which is a really nice cool tone shade. I then have Linen for the concealer, which is this light one there, and then I have Starstruck as my like highlighter, which is a really nice like shimmery shade. Now these, at work we got a thing that kind of says like based off of your foundation shade, what contour kits would be the best for you. So based off of what Rihanna's like brand thinks, this kit was the best for my skin tone. So we're kind of going to try this out. These have a really nice cream to powder finish. So once you blend them out, they have more of a powdery touch to them, which I like, because I don't normally like cream products because they are so creamy. But I like that these have a cream to powder finish. But let's start by applying to our face and see how they look. So I'm first going to take Amber, which is the contour stick, and I'm going to draw out where I want it. So I love how it applies already. It's super, super smooth, which I like. So I'm going to go in with a little dense little kabuki brush, and I'm just going to blend this out. So far, I really like how they blend. It's super, super easy to blend. As you can tell, it didn't take any effort at all. It was very, very easy. They blend out super nicely. So I'm definitely a fan of that. Really natural on the skin, which I like, and I'm just going to go in with the sponge and blend it even more, just to make sure we are all blended and there's no harsh edges between my contour and the foundation. Oh, I forgot under my lip. Okay, but so far looking at these, I really like how it looks. It gives a nice natural contour, and mine is a cool oat undertone. They also say under each of them like what type of undertone they are, and mine is a cool undertone, so I really like that. So now I'm going to go with the contour shade, which is Linen. Oh, also I forgot to say, the primer I think is 32, the foundation is 34, the sponge is 16, and then the contour, the trio set is 54, but each individual one of the like matchsticks is 24. It's either 24 or 25. So I'm going to go in Linen, which is the like cream stick, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this in the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and this is just like the highlighting stick. But since I have concealer pretty much everywhere else that I would put this, I'm just going to do that little bit of it, and then I'm just going to take the sponge and blend that part out. That is Linen, so it's a really nice shade for my foundation color, just to add a little bit of a highlight to it. So I really like how that looks. Lastly, we're going to go in with the shade Starstruck, which is my highlighter shade in the palette. I'm going to put some of her powder highlights on top, but this is just going to be a base form, so it looks super shimmery. I didn't pick up any of her brushes. I will probably try them at a later date, but right now I wasn't that impressed. I really like the one that has like the shark tooth little like bite to it for the highlight, but I do have this brush that kind of has that same bite to it. It's not as intense as hers, and it's more dense, but I still like it for pretty much the same reason, so I didn't think it was necessary to pick up any of them right now. maybe in a later date though. So that is what all of the creams look like on my face. So I'm just gonna go back through, I'm gonna take a little bit of Laura Mercier, set my under eyes, and then just take a little bit of my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder and set all the creams. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I did my brows, I put some mascara on, and I set my face with translucent powder underneath my eyes and a little bit of Wet n Wild setting powder everywhere else. And I really like that you can still see my glow and my contour, or I have stuff under top, which is awesome. That shows how pigmented everything is that even with powder over top, you can still see everything. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of some bronzer from Too Faced, and I'm just gonna put this on top of where we put like the contour, just to add a little bit more warmth to my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with her blotting powder. So I am very, very oily, so I love blotting powders. So this is her little blotting powder here. So the blotting powder itself is 32, and then the little brush, which comes separately, is 24. So it looks like this. It comes with a little sponge inside of it. And then it's this really nice translucent powder, and if you watched a bunch of other YouTubers in their Snap stories, they showed that it is definitely like a universal color. Like, it doesn't have flashback, it doesn't have any sort of like showing up on darker skin tones, so I really like this. And then the brush it comes with is just this tiny little, or not comes with, the brush that is like meant for it. It's just this little brush here, and you like slide up the top, put the cap on, and it's just a tiny little brush. So I'm gonna go back through and I'm just going to press this into the center of my forehead. Just gonna help me stay oily. I like to bring this with me to touch up during the day if I get a little bit more oily. I did that a few times while I was at work just to make sure that I stayed super matte. So just a little bit of that. It's super smooth. There's no flashback to it, so even though it is a white powder, it's not that scary. And the best part is that everything hooks together. So in the compact, it has this little shape. So you take the brush and it is magnetized. So pretty much everything is magnetic. It sticks together. So you can just throw this in your purse. You won't lose it. It's good to go, and you're set. For Kilowatt highlighters are $34, so I have two of them. So I have Mean Money and Hustla Baby, so I will swatch it. So the one, and the duals, the one side is more of like a sheen, and the other side is more of like an intense highlight. So that is what that looks like on my wrist. I swatched it in an awful spot. But they're really, really pretty, super smooth powder. My favorite out of all the highlighters is Trophy Wife, which is this super blinding gold one that you have probably seen everywhere. This is like the more iconic one, and even though I am super pale, this looks awesome on. So I'm gonna put this on and show you that pale girls, you can rock this. You just can't do it as super, super intense as some others. One thing I like is they're kind of glittery, so they have a whole lot of sheen and shine, so when they hit the light, it just looks incredible. So I'm just going to apply it in like a C motion where we have the cream and take a little bit on my brow. So same thing, just a little bit. And you can build this up to be super, super intense. You can do a light washing. I have done a little bit of both. I did a light washing at work. I've done an intense washing. It's just kind of how you want to be highlighted. So looking on, the front on, you don't really, it's not that noticeable. It's not that bad. It's not like, oh wow, you have intense gold highlighter on. It's more of, you have a glow. But when it hits the light, it is killer. Especially on top of the cream, it is even more intense, which I love. So we're just gonna go back through and put a little bit more. And I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit of Hustla Baby, which is the lighter shade. And this is just gonna help tone it down. Just because I am a little pale, it's gonna help tone everything down with more glow. So it's still gonna be super intense, but a little bit more on my skin tone range. They're super smooth, super blendable, and just like some of the nicest highlighters I've ever used. So great job, Rihanna. These are awesome. I'm gonna try to pick up a few of the other ones. They have a really nice pinky one, which would be really great on dark skins, but on mine, it's a really nice shimmery blush, which I love. So I'm definitely gonna pick those up later in the future. Lastly, before I show you the last product, I'm just gonna take some setting spray and I'm just gonna drench myself. Even with the setting spray, it kind of just melts everything together and gives you more of an intense glow, which I love. So far, everything in her collection is flawless, and I'm a huge fan of her prices. Pretty much everything is very affordably priced. She has one of the lower priced foundations in Sephora, and overall, she priced things very well. So the last thing I have from her collection is her Gloss Bomb. And this is the Universal Fenty Glow shade, and this is $18. So this is a shade that is universal for every single skin tone. So I hate glosses. This changed me. This is super nice. It's not sticky, and it smells like the clear gummy bear. If you smell it and think of the clear gummy bear, it's spot on. Spot on. So this comes with a giant chunky wand. It's a nice like nudie rose shade with a hint of glitter in it, but when on your lips, it just makes your lips look super glossy, super luscious. So I'm going to apply it now. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. So super glossy, makes your lips look super luscious. It's not really sticky, like you have no gloss strings, nothing, and it just looks so good on the lips. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. I love how it smells. Overall, pretty much everything in Rihanna's collection I think is a win. One, the packaging is super cute with all the like hexagons and all of the white and the nude pink, and just she did the packaging so beautifully. I love it. The products actually work super, super well. They're affordable for high-end makeup. It's very well priced. Everything is just awesome. So if you haven't checked anything out from the collection, I definitely recommend you going and trying Fenty out. This video is not sponsored. I purchased everything with my own money except for the 2 things that I got from work. This is my review on Fenty Beauty. I definitely give this a thumbs up and think that everybody should go check out her brand because it is awesome. And I think that she did an awesome job, and I can't wait to see what else she comes out with because I'm super excited to see if everything is this high of quality from her first launch to see how the rest of it is. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more review type videos, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday, and sometimes I post surprise videos like this on Sunday. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a great day. Bye!